Hello students, we are going to discuss about seed and seed germination and types of germination. Firstly, we will see definition of seed. A fertilized ovule consisting an intact embryo, store food and seed coat which is viable and has capacity to germinate is called as seed. Seed germination. The emergence and development of seedling from the seed embryo, which is able to produce a normal plant under favorable conditions, is known as germination. Now we will see types of germination. There are three types of germination. First one is epigeal germination, second one hypogeal germination, and third one is vivipary, that is viviparous germination. We will see one by one. First, epigeal germination. In seeds with epigeal germination, the cotyledons are brought above the soil due to elongation of the hypocotyl. Examples: castor, cotton, papaya, onion, tamarind, sunflower, soybean, green gram, black gram. Here the cotyledons, besides food storage, also perform the photosynthesis till the seedling becomes independent. In some other plants like bean, the cotyledons being thick do not become leaf-like, they shrivel and fall off after their food reserves are consumed by the seedling. The next type is hypogeal germination. In this kind of germination, the cotyledons do not come out of the soil surface. The epicotyl, that is part of embryonic axis between plumule and cotyledon, elongates, pushing the plumule out of the soil. And examples of hypogeal germination: wheat, maize, rice, tur, and lentil. In monocotyledons, radicle and plumule come out by piercing the coleorhiza and coleoptile respectively. The plumule grows upward and the first leaf comes out of the coleoptile. The radicle forms the primary root, which is soon replaced by many fibrous roots. Among dicotyledons, gram, pea, groundnut are some common examples of hypogeal germination. Third and last types of germination is vivipary, that is viviparous germination. It occurs in mangrove plants which grow along sea coasts. Example: Rhizophora. In mangrove plants, the seeds cannot germinate on the ground because of the excessive salt content and lack of oxygen in marshy habitat. In these plants, seed germinates inside the fruit when it is still attached to the parent plant. Hypocotyl elongates and pushes the radicle out of the seed and the fruit. Growth continues till the hypocotyl and radicle becomes several centimeters long. The seedling becomes heavy. As a result, it breaks its connection with the fruit and falls down in the salt-rich muddy water in such a position that the plumule remains outside the salty water while the tip of the radicle gets fixed in the mud. This protects the plumule and the radicle quickly forms new roots and establishes the seedling as a new plant.